Hey y'all, good morning. This is Tanetta, your relationship coach and your bedroom candy boutique consultant number 15944. I'm bringing you another video this morning with a vegetarian meal. Actually, the reason, just to let you all know, the reason why I've always, well, not always, but I've done many of cooking demos, baking demos. I put them all on YouTube over the past year or so, probably 2 years or so, something like that. But like I said, I love cooking, I love baking, and that's something that's always been my pastime. Something that I used to sell actually in the past and stuff like that as well. Cakes and wedding cakes and cupcakes and cookies and all the kind of things. I love to bake, that's my favorite, but I do love to cook as well. And like I said, with these meals that I'm making right now, this one today is a Thai pineapple vegetarian curry, actually, as you see with the curry in my hand. I'm not a big fan of Thai food, but I'm trying to try something different. I've only had Thai food once. It was years ago. So I'm trying my taste buds again to see how this is going to be. But I'm also making this because me and my partner, we both work full time. So he has a schedule 6 to 6, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. I'm working 8 to 4:30. So we have to have something that we can come home to and already have a meal cooked. So like I said, we've been talking about it, and I've done it before. And he's also helped in the past too whenever he's here and don't have work. But like I said, trying to make some slow cooker crock pot meals. So this one is a slow cooker meal. So by the time we get home tonight, it should be done because I'm gonna leave it on low, I guess, for it to cook all day. So like I said, it should be done by the time we get home. With this particular Thai pineapple vegetarian curry, it says that you can add a bed of rice if you want to on the bottom and then put the curry on top. That's kind of up to you. I'll think about that. I might be like a really big rice eater, but we do have rice here, so I may, I guess I'll see. I'll play with it later on and see whether I need to make rice or not. But if not, it's just going to be this curry, y'all. So I want to say good morning to you all. I'm looking for my scissors, y'all. Lord, where's my scissors? Lord. Y'all, somebody to move my scissors or something. I don't know. Lord have mercy. What the heezy for sheezy. All right. This is crazy. All right, I'll just take a damn knife because I don't know. That's crazy. Cut it up with a knife. It'll be the same thing. All right, here we go. I don't have time to be looking for it. So I don't know what happened to my knife, y'all. I mean, my knife. Lord, my scissors. So I'm cutting this open with a knife. Very ghetto, but who cares? The shit getting open is all that matters. But there we go. I got it. Jesus Christ. Okay. But for this recipe, it's saying that there's a lot of different ingredients in here. Of course, it's pineapple vegetarian curry. So, of course, I need 1 can of coconut milk, which I already have that. And I already have it open, actually. I'm going to pour into the crock pot now. Because that's one of the things it said to go ahead and add that in the seasoning. So, I'm adding that right now. And I'm way over here, y'all. Okay, there we go. So it says I need 3 tablespoons of curry powder, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper, 1.5 teaspoons of granulated garlic, 1 fresh pineapple, which I've already cut that up about 4:30 this morning, so I got that ready to go. 1 pound of sweet potatoes. I already got that cut up in a bowl with some water, waiting because I cut that up early this morning too. 2 bell peppers, 2 onions, 2 cans of garbanzo beans. I don't have the cans. I bought the packets months ago from Walmart, and this is what mine looks like, these garbanzo beans. Like I said, these were from Walmart, so it's called Earthly Choice is what it's called. So what those particular brands is called. And then it has optional, like I said, the rice. The cashews on top is optional. Cilantro is optional. Green onions and stuff like that is used for topping. That's up to you. So I'm not using either one of those. I may use the rice. It just depends. But like I said, I may not. So we'll see. But like I said, again, I want to welcome y'all to this video. I'm going to go ahead and get started putting these things together. Because I do want to talk to you about something while I'm cutting up these onions and bell peppers too. So, but like I said, the first thing it says whisk the coconut milk. I got to put the curry in there. And you need 3 tablespoons of curry powder. So let me get that now. I know I need a knife, something to get this edge actually. Oh, is it my butter knife? Butter knife, here we go. Because I always use a butter knife, y'all, to, of course, even out my little products or whatnot. So I won't be using all over this stuff and just make sure I'm using like the right amounts. So I know I smell the curry powder. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Thai food, but that was years ago when I tried that, so I want to make sure that I try this stuff again. Because it was at least over, I don't know, about 15 years ago when I tried the Thai pizza. I didn't like the way it tasted, but like I said, And I'm always saying this to curry. I don't like curry. So I said, let me go ahead and try something with some curry. Because I always wanted to try something anyway. So let me go ahead and try my own curry stuff and see what it tastes like at home and see if I like it. And I got this curry just to let you all know. I'm in St. Louis, but I'm sure everybody has in your area may have an international market. We have several here in St. Louis. So that's where I got this from yesterday. It was like $2.50 maybe for the for this bag of curry powder. And it's a 7-ounce bag, y'all. Uh-oh. So like I said, I hope y'all doing well this morning. And like I said, this meal is for any busy family. If you have kids, if you have a spouse, if you have a partner, that kind of thing, and you all are, of course, working like us, that kind of thing as well, and needing something to come home to cook. And not to cook, but that's already made. Like I said, this is definitely a great recipe for you all, because you wouldn't have to go around trying to figure out what to cook at 7, 8 o'clock at night and trying to do all these things. You'll already have a crock pot full of food when you come home, so you wouldn't have to worry about anything. Like I said, this is definitely a great meal. And if you, I'm going to post the actual recipe to this video. The recipe to this, to the Thai pineapple vegetarian curry. I put that in the comments as well. So I got this from Pinterest, just to let you all know. And next is salt. I need 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And I actually got this sea salt, so I'm trying to figure. I may have to use regular salt. We'll see. I can't really measure this like that. Shoot. Lord. Y'all should have had this shit ready. Oh, that's all right. I'm just like, Lord have mercy. Lord, I forgot I can't measure this grinding salt like that. That's okay, I got it. I got it. All right. It's a half, and this is 1. There we go. Now I did not measure, y'all, because I was trying to shake it up to make sure it's right. And it's better be right. I put it that way. Usually it is right, though. Crushed red pepper. I need 1 teaspoon of that. And I already got all my ingredients. Like I said, those particular ingredients. I got this stuff up here already, but that I did not have. But like I said, this recipe is great for any family that's, like I said, that's a busy family that's trying to find something to eat, something to cook. Like I said, I do have other recipes on YouTube that I'm doing other slow cooker meals. I've done lasagna. I've done a vegetable lasagna. We've done clam chowder. We've done broccoli potato soup. We've done all kind of things in the crock pot. So like I said, definitely look at those videos. They're on YouTube, and I'll probably share some of those with you at some point too as well. And then I need garlic. How much garlic? Garlic. 1.5 teaspoons. 1.5 teaspoons up right now. And this is the granulated garlic. And I'm hoping this is the right kind of garlic, because this is the only thing I got. It's garlic powder. So that's the only granulated, just like sugar. I'm assuming that's what they meant. So, and if not, I guess I'm sure it still tastes about the same, y'all. I'm sure that. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. But it should taste about the same. Okay. Now it says to just whisk that together. And I got the base of it, y'all. So that's the base. And like I said, I'll show this recipe. My thing is all crooked. What in the world? Oh, look at this, y'all. I don't know what in the world happened to my whisker. This thing is all out. I don't know, it's all twisted. But that's all right. But like I said, this is the base of this. And I'm stirring this up just like it said. Stir it up, whisk it all together. So I guess we get the ingredients together. And then, y'all, the rest of the stuff you just pour on in. That's what it said. So, and that's what I'm going to do. Yep. We're going to have a Tasmela house-based Indian cooking up in here. So this is going to be awesome, y'all. And like I said, I'm usually open to trying a lot of stuff, a lot of different things, so I don't mind. Even though I said I don't like Thai food and that kind of thing, that was just off one experience that I had with the Thai pizza, and that's honestly it. I haven't had any other bad experiences with any Thai food, so like I said, that's on me, y'all. So I'm trying this recipe, and I will definitely take pictures later on to let y'all know how it looks when I'm done with it too. But it says everything else to add everything else to the crock pot, and then just cook on high for 3 to 4 hours, on low for 6 to 8 hours. And like I said already, I had chopped up the pineapple this morning, and this is a whole pineapple, y'all. It's not the can; it's actually the whole fresh pineapple. So I work off the ingredients. If it said it's fresh, I'm keeping it fresh. And then I got my sweet potatoes. 1.5 pounds of those. As soon as I get the water off of them. I got water on them, y'all, because I didn't want it to change colors. These potatoes to look all crazy when I got back home. So I'm just dumping this all in the crock pot. There's no particular way. That's just what I'm doing. So that's just what I'm doing, y'all. I may have to stir this up a little bit. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to. Because this seems like it's more than what they show in this recipe. But that's okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Trying to get some of this stirred around and moved around. Stir it around and move it around, y'all. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. And y'all, oh, I forgot to put the beans in there. Lord, I'm about to forget everything else, y'all. I still got to cut up the onions and the bell peppers, too. So that's what I'm going to talk to y'all once I get done with this part. But like I said, this is that. I'm putting all this in there. I don't know what size crock pot they had, but hell, this is a lot for this crock pot. So I don't know what size they use, y'all. I don't know, but I just got this one size, and this seems like it's a lot. It's already packed in here. My pineapple was huge, and I'm like, what in the world? Okay. I'm sure it'll all gel together and mesh together once it gets to cooking, though, but this is a hell of a lot of food in here. So we'll see. Okay. So now I'm back to getting the bell peppers and the onions cut up. It says cut them up in 1-inch cubes, whatever that's supposed to be. And I will cut them up in 1-inch cubes because that's what it says. So get as much as I can in there because I know, like I said, there's a lot already in there. Now, what I want to talk to y'all about, y'all, I know as we grow, as people, of course, as we're growing, as we're healing, as we're creating a life that we're looking for, I guess I put it that way. Creating a life of, or whether it's our less triggers, or a life of healing, a life of peace is what I always seek. I put it that way. A life of peace, a life of freedom, a life of happiness. That's what I've always asked for. And like I said, as you start searching those things, just keep in mind that you have a choice as to who you want to, of course, still keep in your life. I'm not saying that you have to put everybody out your life, because I know that's what some folks teach. You don't have to, no. You can let go of some people. It just depends on who that person is, how, and whether you want to call them toxic or whatever. But like I said, as far as people in your life and the people that you associate with and the people that you be around, just keep in mind that you have a choice to as to what kind of people you want to be around after you, of course, go through your healing journey and, of course, make all your awesome changes and all those kind of things. And like I said, if that means, if it means, of course, losing some friendships or not hanging around certain kinds of people, like I said, that's your choice. Nobody, I mean, for me, going through my healing journey, my parents, of course, were on drugs and stuff like that. I don't want to hang around folks that's doing drugs or doing drugs in my face or doing drugs either behind my back. I don't want to hang around with anybody that's doing drugs, period. I put it that way. Now, if you're recovering, that's something totally different. But as far as doing drugs, or I don't drink either. Now, I'll tolerate the drinking. It just depends. As long as they're acting all crazy and trying to start fighting and doing all this crazy stuff is what I'm kind of used to. But like I said, with those I have been around drinking, I mean, that I have been around and they were drinking. But like I said, you definitely have a choice as to who you want to be around and who you want into your circle. Like I said, I know I've made it a long way, y'all. Like I said, I used to have a bad temper and all this kind of stuff. And like I said, you can't tell now, but I did used to have a bad temper. And of course, those are the kind of people that was in my life a lot. I mean, people who had bad tempers, people who did crime, of course, did all kinds of crime. I put it that way as well. But like I said, after I grew and after I learned more about who I am, what my boundaries were, what I was going to tolerate and what I was not going to tolerate, I refused to hang around people. I mean, I'll talk. I mean, yes, I will, of course, if it's family or friends or that kind of thing. I'll treat you with a long-handled spoon. Yes, I'm not going to be over your house every day and, oh, you're my girl, you're my boy, that kind of thing. No, it's not going to be like that at all anymore. Like I said, when I made my changes, I had to make a choice. You don't have to make this choice. That's up to you. But in order for me to, of course, stay in the mind frame that I was in, trying to be more positive, working on myself, trying to elevate myself and that kind of thing, I don't want to hang around people who are not saying that I'm better than anybody else. No, I'm definitely not saying that because I'm not better than anybody else. I'm just like everybody. But like I said, as far as me knowing what I'm going to put up with, what I'm going to staying with, I guess I put it that way. I had to make a choice. Like I said, for some people, that's definitely something hard to do. So just keep that in mind when you are growing, you're doing those things, that you are going to come against stuff like this. Just keep that in mind, y'all. It's not going to be all peaches and cream, because that's what people talk about. They don't tell you about the hard work that you have to do and the things that you have to decide about who you want to allow in your life. And like I said, that's something that you have to think about moving forward after you've been going through your healing process and all those kind of things. Like I said, I had to as well. I had to realize that if I'm looking to, of course, elevate myself and stay with the positive and that kind of thing, and be around folks who can, of course, elevate me to a different level as well, that I couldn't still stay hanging around any people who weren't, of course, about business, who wasn't about loving themselves, who wasn't about trying to elevate their lives, because I'll be back in the same situation that they are. And like I said, I've seen that as a social worker. I have seen that. What is going on with these onions, y'all? I don't know. Where's another knife? Shoot. So like I said, I definitely have seen that. That's just like somebody who's, of course, trying to get off drugs and stuff like that. But if you're going back to that same kind of neighborhood around the same people, you're 9 times out of 10 they're going to relapse. I've seen that many a times as well. So like I said, you definitely have to choose your circle. If you're looking to better your life and that kind of thing, you can't keep choosing a circle that got you in the place where you were to begin with. And like I said, I had to realize that too. And I'm just telling you all that just from my own experience, I guess I put it that way. And just letting you all know that it's okay. If you have to do that, it's okay. I know, yes, it's hard sometimes for people. When you've grown up, hold on, y'all. Oh, shit. Seriously? Lord, y'all, seriously? This is ridiculous. I'm dropping stuff all on the floor. Okay, let me take off this whole thing. Taking off this whole damn coating. Okay. Lord, have mercy. Luckily, I just mopped my damn floors. Lord. Okay, Lord have mercy. But like I was saying, as far as the people that you want to hang around, like I said, if you're more business focused, you're not having that poverty mindset, that lack mindset, that kind of thing anymore. Like I said, you can choose who you want to be around. You don't have to choose to be around the same people who you know that have a mindset that they're not going anywhere, I guess I put it that way. I know that's sad to say, but it's definitely the truth. And I'm not saying anything that nobody has seen or nobody has heard of. It's the same thing for everybody. You either hang around those people or you don't, I guess I put it that way. Depends on what you're wanting out of your life. Like I said, that's something that we all have to choose. Especially if you want to stay elevated, you want to stay moving forward and that kind of thing. So like I said, some folks have an issue with that and of course find it very hard, and that's why they don't change. And that's a choice you have to make. But like I said, I made the choice to do something different with my life, so I had no choice. Well, I didn't feel that I had no choice. I wasn't looking to be around those same people that was doing the same things, that was going nowhere. I was looking to be around people who were, of course, I don't care what color, what race you were, but that's going somewhere, that's doing something with their lives. Doing something like I wanted to be a business owner, doing something like I wanted to be working for myself, all those kind of things, bringing in the income that I need to, of course, sustain my family and to sustain my household. Like I said, those were things that I decided that I wanted to do. Everybody won't decide that, because some people value their friends and family more than they value their life. That's up to you. Like I said, that's a choice that you have to make. I love everybody, but when it comes to me, I know what I'm going to put up with and I know what I'm not going to put up with. So like I said, we all have to decide that. And like I said, this kind of situation, a lot of folks don't want to have. Let me come back over there shortly, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to pull these onions apart in case y'all wonder what's going on. I'm trying to stir up these onions, y'all. Trying to get these onions up in here. Trying to get these onions up in here. I don't know how in the world they were able to put this stuff in a crock pot, because this is a lot of damn food. I can't even fit all this stuff over here, y'all. Oh. Jesus Christ. Okay. First time I made this, and this is like, wow. I think it was the pineapple that did it, because it was a lot of pineapple, but that's what the recipe called for, so I don't know. We'll see. Shoot. Okay. Wow. That's a lot. Turn this crock pot on, actually. Oh, Lord. Jesus Christ. What in the world? Y'all, I can't barely even put all this stuff in here. I don't know. This recipe, I only put 1 bell pepper and 1 onion, well, half an onion so far. I'll try to cut the other onion up, the other piece of the onion up. But this is a lot, y'all. But like I was saying, as far as a lot of people stun their own growth by, of course, because they're not willing to, of course, stop hanging around their family so much if that's where the toxicity came from, or they're not wanting to, of course, move forward because they know that they have friends who are all about that ghetto life, that street life, and all this kind of stuff, but they've moved past that and they don't want that in their circle anymore. Like I said, a lot of folks who want lives like that but are scared to change, they won't change. I'm just here to tell you that I can expect all these things out of you as well, but if you're not willing to change, if you're not looking to, of course, change your surroundings, not saying that you have to stop seeing your family. I'm not saying that at all. You can always love folks from a distance, but you have to know how much you can take, I guess I put it that way. If you know that you come from a family or you have a friend or an environment that doesn't speak to your growth, everybody's hating on you or people, oh my God, these onions, y'all. Whew, Jesus Christ. Shit. Lord, y'all. I don't know. What in the world? This is too much onions and too much stuff, y'all. I'm like, Lord, have mercy, Jesus. Yo, have mercy. I mean, I didn't be able to put all these onions in here no way. I'm trying to hurry up so I can get this shit off my hands, y'all. I'm just like, Lord, have mercy. Jesus. Whatever don't fit, just don't go. That's how that's all today. I'm sure it'll still taste good, I'm sure. Because all these ain't going to be able to go in this crock pot. I'm sure of that. So, because that's not even 2 onions, it's not even 1 onion. But that's okay, whatever. It's still going to taste good, y'all, I'm sure. I am very, very sure because there's a lot of stuff in this crock pot already. And I can barely even close the top. As y'all saw, that's enough damn onions because this is a lot of onions, y'all. Jesus Christ. Ooh, Lord, child. Give me 1 second, y'all, so I can get this stuff in the bag or something. And I can go sit at the table and talk to y'all. This is too much. Jesus. I got to get these sweet potatoes, too, because this is a lot of sweet potatoes still left because I didn't even use all the sweet potatoes. I don't know what kind of crock pot. They must have had a big old giant crock pot because I don't have a crock pot that big. I mean, most of it is the food fit, but all of it couldn't. So keep in mind that if you have I don't know what size my crock pot is. I have no idea because I've had it for years. So I don't know. But it's a regular size, I guess, crock pot. But if you have a larger one, I guess, I don't know. Like I said, I have no idea what the size is, but this all just didn't fit in mine. And it's not going to fit. I see that already, and it's not going to fit actually. Get the top back on here. Get the top back. I got to actually stir up some of that. I'm just having a hard time closing. But I do want to thank y'all for being here, though. Again. I know it's early in the morning. It's just now turned 7, a little bit after 7 here in St. Louis. And I've been up since 4:15 this morning getting ready. Took my partner to work and came back and wanted to make sure I made this meal for one too. But want to include y'all in this process. Like I said, I'll put the recipe in the comments of this video. So y'all will see that in the comments down there too. But like I said, I definitely want to make sure y'all knew that if you have a busy life like we do, you're constantly going back and forth, you're up early, coming home late, it's good to use your crock pot and utilize that crock pot so that you can have a meal when you come home, y'all. That you won't be hungry trying to scramble, trying to figure out what you're going to eat, all that kind of stuff. So this is definitely a great meal. I haven't had it before, but I'm sure it's going to be good. It smells good to me. Especially if you're into that kind of food. I'm not really into it, but I'm willing to try anything. And I'm going to try this and see what it tastes like. But I'll get back to talking to y'all about the relationship as soon as I finish. I just got to stir up this crock pot, then I'm moving to the front room, y'all. So like I said, I hope y'all doing well. Uh-oh. Let me see. Stir up this one more time. And then I'm going to go sit my... Oh, a bean fell. I'm going to go sit my butt down, y'all, and talk to y'all for a second. Okay, let me see. It actually smells good, y'all. I haven't made anything with coconut before, but it smells good. To me, it smells really good. Okay, hopefully that will stay on there right, because it's kind of... It should be all right. Okay. Alrighty. Like I said, I'm taking this into the front room, y'all. So give me 1 second. 1 second, y'all. Let me set this on up. Goodness gracious. That was a doozy, I tell you, y'all. My gosh. Okay. I didn't realize that recipe was going to be too much for this crock pot, to put it that way, but that's all right. But like I said, I made the slow cooker Thai pineapple vegetarian curry. That's what's cooking right now. And by the time I get home tonight, it will be done, because it says on low for 6 to 8 hours, so it shall be done. So I may add rice. It just depends. We'll see later on. If not, we'll just be eating that. So we'll see. But I want to get back to what I was saying as well. Like I was saying, as far as when you're growing, when you're changing and that kind of thing, and you're elevating yourself, like I said, some people are going to start dropping off, and there's nothing that we can do about that. Like I said, you can try to keep people in your life, and you can try to keep staying around the same people, but just keep in mind that usually when that happens with any other people, whether that's somebody that's been drinking, somebody that's on drugs, somebody that has any gambling addictions or anything like that, usually that type of being around in the same environment usually does not work for them. Yes, they may be able to, of course, call their friends, check on them every once in a while, see how you're doing, that kind of thing. But they're not, if they're serious about their change, and if they're serious about their growth, and not being on drugs anymore, not drinking anymore, those kind of things, then they usually have to leave that particular environment in order to stay clean, in order to stay who they are, in order to stay moving forward, instead of falling back into the same trap with the drug, the alcohol usage. And like I said, the healing, to me, when you're healing, when you're growing, when you're elevating, that kind of thing as well, and you're changing your lifestyle to, of course, to be something that you have never seen before, I guess I put it that way, and to be better and to be more whole and to be more peaceful. Sometimes, yes, you do have to change your environment. Just keep that in mind. Yes, it's very painful. And like I said before, that's why some people don't want to change. I guess I put it that way. I know that. They're fearful of what their family is going to say, what their friends are going to say, what their people around, like in their neighborhood, is going to say. Oh, you think you too good now, or oh, you think you somebody because you did so-and-so, all these kind of things. I got the same kind of stuff too. I even got several times, oh, it seems like you changing. What's going on? You don't do this anymore. You don't do this for us no more. No, I'm not doing it for you, because I'm doing it for me now. Like I said, that was something that I had to change as well. Instead of being the yes girl all the time and running ragged, I had to start, like I said, focusing on me at some point. That was for several years ago, but I had to start focusing on me to, of course, say and to learn how to say no. Like I said, that was one of my biggest things, learning how to say no instead of trying to people please and that kind of thing, and just to keep a friend or just to keep somebody around me, that kind of thing. I have done that in the past as well. I'm not exempt from that either, just to let you all know. And I'm sure I'm talking to somebody out there who had the same, or who are currently going through the same thing. And just keep in mind, when you start changing, when you start saying those no's, when you start focusing more on yourself, yes, you are going to get pushback from people, and that's okay. Like I said, you have to just be strong enough to, of course, withstand that, and to know that if those folks fall off, even if this is your family, because some of those family members, you may not be able to be around them like that anymore either. I put it that way. But like I said, you have to have faith, trust, and belief in yourself that if those folks start to fall off, if things start to change, if you have just maybe like one more or two people around you or nobody around you, and that was your support system, just keep in mind that God is going to put in your way and into your path. What is all that noise? Lord, sorry, I got the windows open, y'all. Just crazy noise. Hopefully it's not disturbing me out too much. But like I said, just always know that God's going to put in your path people who are going to assist you on your path. I guess I put it that way. No, they may not be family, and they can be family, or somebody that's going to be a friend in the future. You never know. But like I said, God's going to put those people in your path to help you elevate and help you stay focused on where you're going. Especially if spirituality is something, or I guess God or the universe or whoever you pray to. So just keep that in mind. So like I said, I just wanted to make sure that I came on and talked to you all about that this morning while I was cooking. I planned on, but of course, they had to have a conversation mostly when I was done cooking, but that's okay. But like I said, I'll put this in the description of this video as well, just to let people know that in the beginning I'm cooking and that kind of thing, but towards the end we're talking about relationships and your growth and people falling off and different things like that. So like I said, that's going to happen to all of us. And yesterday, like I said, I had a situation that, it wasn't a bad situation. And just to let you know, that's the reason why I wanted to talk to y'all about that this morning, as far as growth and that kind of thing. Like I said in the beginning or earlier in this video, just letting you know that at some point, once you're growing, once you're, of course, changing your life, once you're elevating, once you're bringing all that peace in, bringing all that freedom through, bringing all that freedom in through speaking your truth and stuff like that, and that you're, of course, trying to create your business or create your mission, do your passions or whatever it is, like I said, at some point you realize that you have grown a lot, I guess, at some point, because you'll meet someone who reminds you of the old you. And that's what happened to me on yesterday. Someone who, of course, is, because I used to be a very angry person, upset all the time. Of course, I was still a happy-go-lucky, deep down, I guess I put it that way. But a lot of times, of course, I had a frown on my face. I was told by someone I looked mean or that kind of thing, which I wasn't mean at all. I was just going through a lot, and I hadn't healed from anything back then. And like I said, running into a person that I saw yesterday and hearing them talking, that kind of thing reminded me a lot of me, angry. Angry and fighting. Well, I wasn't fighting like that. I mean, I didn't fight like that, but I mean, just angry and saying I'm gonna do all these things and do all this stuff and all upset and threatening folks and all that kind of stuff that I did do. But like I said, running into somebody yesterday that was talking about the same things and reminded me a lot of me, I was like, okay, do I want to hang around this kind of people, a person? I guess I put it that way. My thing is, no, I do not. Not saying that I'm better than anybody else or anything along those lines. I just know how long it took for me to grow and to get to the point that I am at right now. And I'm not looking to go backwards. I'm looking for people that, of course, is going to still, I guess, with me providing value to those people as well. But of course, all of us pushing each other forward and not backwards. Like I said, in my eyes, that's how that looks. Yes, I can plant seeds just like on this video or on whatever page I'm talking about, whatever post I'm making. I'll definitely plant seeds, but people, like I said, the way I used to be, running into a person like that on yesterday, that person has to make that conscious choice in order to decide whether they're going to change or not, whether he or she is going to change or not. And like I said, that was the point that I had gotten to. That person's a lot older than me, but I'm like, okay, you acting just like I did back when I was in my 20s or teens and stuff like that. But I'm like, okay, that's where they are in life. And like I said, I just choose not to be around people that are doing things like that anymore. That's talking the way that person was talking, or that's doing the behaviors that person was doing. I guess I put it that way. Yes, I'll plant seeds all day long, but we have to realize that when we're changing, when we're elevating ourselves, of course, it's fine and dandy if you want to still talk to your family, friends. I'm not saying don't do that, but just realize that at some point, for me, I realized that I can't just be in those same kind of environments all the time, around those same kind of people all the time. That was, of course, where I was back in the past. I'm trying to grow. If I'm trying to grow, I'm trying to put myself around people who are in a way farther growth stage than I am, way farther along in business, making way more money in business, multiple six figures, millions of dollars a year, and that kind of thing. Those are the folks I'm looking to be around. I've already been around the poor folks. I've already been around folks that, of course, use drugs, that drink all the time, that have gambling addictions, or that's abusive and all those kind of things. I no longer want that in my life. And like I said, when you're changing, when you're going through your healing process, your healing journey, you'll at some point realize that as well, that of course these people no longer serve me as they used to, because you don't have those same kind of behaviors that you may have once had. You don't have that same kind of temperament that you once had. You don't have that same kind of vibe that you once had. And people are going to start realizing that, like, you changed, what happened, something's going on. But like I said, you once you realize that, and once you of course get to a point like, okay, I don't know if I even want to be around these kind of folks anymore. Like I said, just know that there's nothing wrong with that. That all of us, including me, your coach Tanetta, even went through that as well. And I know many others that have went through that as well. So let's keep in mind that that's okay. So I just want to make sure that I brought y'all this message this morning, just to let you know that where this video was inspired from. This video was actually inspired from me running into my old self yesterday. I did it that way. So like I said, that was definitely an eye opener to realize what I used to say, what I used to do, and how I looked to people. I guess I put it that way as well. And I'm like, okay, now I see myself, and I see how I may have said that, oh my God, what's going on with her, how much they hurt, how much he hurts, that kind of thing. And I realized that yesterday. I put it that way. So like I said, that's definitely something that's the reason why this video was made this morning, just to let you know that once you start seeing yourself in someone else, once you've grown and that kind of thing, but you see your old self, the old you, the angry you, the upset you, the negative you, that kind of thing, like I said, you'll realize that sometimes you just can't be around those types of people anymore, or be in that type of environment anymore, especially if you're looking to grow, looking to elevate and that kind of thing. You're wanting to be in a crowd where folks are doing better than you, whether it's business-wise, life-wise, whatever it is, so that you have somebody to look up to, not somebody to look down to. So with that, I want to say thank you all for tuning in this morning. I hope you enjoyed the recipe part, even though the recipe part Lord, the doggone recipe, my crock pot was not big enough for all the stuff to even fit in the thing. So that's all right, y'all. It's still, it is still cooking. It's still on. It smells, and then, like I said, it actually smells good. And Adrian, I just saw you on here. The food smells good. So trust me, whenever we get home this evening, the food is going to be awesome, I'm sure. So with that, I want to say thank you all again for tuning in. And just realize, again, I'll leave this one little note that when you're growing, when you're trying to do the best you can for your life, in life and in business, just keep in mind you want to stay elevated as much as you can. Not saying that you have to stop talking to everybody in your past. I'm not saying that. Still check on people. Still let them know that you care for them. But like I said, sometimes we have to love from a distance, especially if you want your environment around you to change and not go back to what it once was. So like I said, in my eyes, that's what I see, and that's what I see for the clients of mine as well. And in the workshops and stuff like that I do, that you will hear this same thing again too, just to let you all know that. So with that, I want to say thank you all again for tuning in. This is Tanetta, your relationship coach here at Speak Your Truth and your Bedroom Candy Boutique consultant. And and also this, like I said, this video was talking about making a slow cooker meal for Thai pineapple vegetarian curry, and then of course talking to you all about life, and not just life, but I guess relationships, and looking back at the old you, I guess I put it that way. So, and like I said, I'll definitely put that in the description, because all this talk came at the end instead of at the beginning. So I want to thank you all for tuning in. Everybody have a great day, and if you just take one thing from this video, definitely take it and apply it to your life today, starting today, y'all. Take care, y'all. Bye-bye.